Welcome back, everybody, back with a new video. Today, I'm going to be telling you that you should be farming droplets right now. We have droplets probably increased all the way till, man, maybe for the next month or so, right? So, right now, we do have ×2 droplets. Now, obviously, the anniversary does come around. We are obviously going to get more ×2 droplets. So, we kind of have droplets ×2 for the next pretty much a month and a half, maybe even longer than that, right? So, let's talk about it now. Let's do some numbers. So, in 4 hours, I farmed about 10k droplets. I'll put 2 videos up on the screen right now if you want to go look at it. I'll put the link down below in the description if you want to see more of it, right? So, but if you don't want to watch it, let's talk about it. So, 4 hours of me autoing, hosting my own lobbies, we farmed 10k droplets. How many orbs we wasted? About 30 orbs for 10k droplets. Not too bad. Now, the runs could be much quicker if you manual play. But honestly, EDZ is so easy, it doesn't really matter. And the drops are so good, you don't even need to ask for bonus units in terms of droplet units, right? I didn't really ask for any droplet units. I made videos about a couple months ago. You don't really need to ask for droplet units whenever it is ×2. Now, it depends on you, depends on your time, depends how much you value your time, right? So, because you're pretty much just autoing and carrying, right? So, how much orbs did it take for me to farm 100k droplets? Took me about 500 orbs to farm 100k droplets, which I am still using those 100k droplets now, as you can see on the screen. We have 90k technique, 79 heart, 54 power. Power is a little bit our lowest because we've been T20 a lot of units, right? And then we have 68k speed, and then we do have 73k droplets left over. Now, I do farm epic raids, but it doesn't really make a dent in my droplets compared to just farming EDZ. Now let me show you our T20s. We have T20 a lot of units since we have farmed the 100k droplets. As you can see, we are still using our 100k droplets. They are still going very, very strong even a couple months later. And I have T20, majority of the units I want to T20 for GQ or just in general that I really want to play with, right? So, how it really is. Now, let me go show you how the runs are really simple, right? So you go over here, you go to quests, right? You go to co-op, it's pretty simple, right? EDZ is very, very easy. Come over here, come to enrich droplet zone. Now, anyone can really carry. I literally just auto, but thanks to Azashiro having all status immunity, has drain on everything. I kind of just want to use Azashiro. Now, I would switch like this weekend defense to a last ditch because it is autoing, right? I'm not going to really be playing. And if you have the Ichigo link, good for you. I don't have it yet because obviously my account is pretty brand newish still, right? About 100 days. So we really haven't had enough time to really get everything we want. So we go over here, type in bring whatever you want, bring whatever, just join. And this is usually what I do. Whenever I farm droplets, I just do this. Level cap on, enable auto, and that's really about it. I don't really care if people bring droplets because the bonuses, the amount you get is great when it comes to ×2. Without ×2, it's a different story. I don't recommend anyone to farm enriched droplet zone without ×2. If you plan to farm in EDZ, I highly recommend just farm during the ×2 period. Without the ×2 period, it's really, really, really not worth it personally. Whenever someone wants to join the lobby, hopefully one day, right? But is it worth it? Now, I do think it's definitely worth it. Droplets, if you farm droplets, you are mainly farming for the long run, right? I farm the 100k droplets because I want to farm for the long run. I don't want to be worried about droplets. I've seen a lot of friends struggling with droplets. It's just the same situation at Hogoku's, right? Whenever Brawl Quest does come back within about a week's time, I'm going to be recommending everyone to farm Hogoku's because you really don't want to get stuck into a situation where you are going to be struggling waiting for a quest to come or just drop Hogyoku's even more to farm, right? Same thing with EDZ, right? So whenever ×2 leaves, farming EDZ is terrible, right? I'm not going to lie. EDZ is terrible without the ×2, but with the ×2, it's at least bearable in my opinion. Now, how many hours would it take you just from autoing normally, right? It took me about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks to really farm 100k droplets. Now let's do some math. So it took me 4 hours to farm 10k. Keep in mind, all I do is host my own lobbies and I auto the room. That's all I really do. That's all I do every single time. It's pretty simple. The map's easy. EDZ is just easy in general. Now, let me just lower the BBS audio just a tad bit. All right, there you go. So, let's continue on. Now, how long will it take you to actually farm 100k? More than likely, it's probably going to take you about 40 hours. This is just straight autoing, right? I host my own lobbies. I'm just autoing, right? I'm not manually playing. Now, if you manual play, you are going to be saving a lot of time. You really will be saving a lot of time. Just because you're manually playing, right? More than likely, you probably cut that 40 hours to maybe about 30 hours. Now, I know it's a lot of time invested into BBS, but like I said, it just comes down to you personally, right? Depends on how much you value your time, but if you're curious about the numbers, I'm telling you the numbers now, right? So, about 40 hours of non-straight autoing to get 100k droplets. If you play manually, more than likely you're probably going to cut it down to maybe 30 hours, right? Maybe even 25 hours. It's a lot of hours, trust me, but we're going to have EDZ more than likely for the next month plus. Because whenever Anniversary does drop, we will be having more EDZ. But hopefully that was explaining everything. We'll show you guys the rest of the run. But yeah, we do have a lot of information coming out. We do have the Bankai live stream already announced within the next week or so, about the 17th. So pretty much not this Sunday coming up, but the following Sunday. Cannot wait to see that. We also do have Aizen's Brave Fest, which I will be talking about later on. Not today, though. Probably whenever we do get closer to his banner. I still think it's an easy skippy for a 2 summon. But, you know, it's up to you, right, if you want to summon or not. It's a pretty decent banner. I think it is better than Ichigo's banner, but it comes down to you. Now, will they be inside the 7th anniversary banner? Not too sure, you know. I'm actually not too sure. Because Aizen banner does leave on the 23rd. Now, if it's in there, great. If it isn't, it's whatever. Don't really care. For me, I don't care. Because I have a 5-5. Sure, I want him to be in there for most people to get him duped out, right? But for me, I don't want to see him in there. But, you know, for everyone else, I do want them to be in there. Because, obviously, I don't really think I'm going to be summoning on the round 1 of anniversary. Unless it's Rukia, maybe I go do 7 steps. But other than that, I don't really care for round 1 specifically. I'm mainly looking forward to part 2 because I do farm the point event a lot, right? So, as you can see here, EDZ is easy. I'm using Azashiro. He's all stats immunity, so sadly you could use anybody else. Just be careful with the pools on the floor. Like Kisuke will be great, all stats immunity. RB Ichigo will be great, maybe. I don't know about RB Ichigo because he is melee. He does have to get up in close and personal, so it may be a little bit different. Aizen will be great, but as you can tell, EDZ is very, very easy. It's just pretty simple, right? But right now, I should be seeing everyone farm EDZ. Yes, Brawl Quest is coming back soon, but in terms of droplets, I do think EDZ is still the way to go. So, 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Way to get, what, 19 power, got 35 speed, 46 tech, 24 mind, and then 34 hearts. Pretty good. It's really not too bad, you know. But other than that, though, thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you have a good day, and I will see you guys later on. Peace out.